It's just amazing at how some people seem to be happy. They seem to be the type that would make you feel that they're better than you, that they have a better and happier life than you, when you actually find out that they're really actually fake. Hello, everyone. Once again, this is Dare to Speak. I came across a few people, especially a few women that I knew for many years from high school. And there's about 5 people so far. 3 of them were female, 2 of them were male. And they were the so-called popular people. And I was one of those type of people that was like a little bit, just a little bit of an outcast. Because the type of people that I had for friends were not really the type that I should, I don't know, I mean, I had it pretty rough growing up when it came to being accepted or trying to fit in, trying to fit in with a particular crowd. And I just wish that someone told me back then what I know now about not giving a fuck what people think about you. And just like, excuse me, and just pretty much say, just do something that makes you happy and just build something on it. Be successful at it and who gives a shit what people think about you? Who cares if they think they're better than you? Just build something off of it. And then, through the years, especially with this one this one particular female that I had a serious crush on ever since I was 14. And she put me through a lot of hurt, a lot of pain. And then she got married at the age of 17. Just 6 months after high school. And it was with a guy that she's been with ever since she was 14. She was she was 2 years younger than me. I was 16. And yeah, she put me through hell. She didn't like me because she thought I was too weird. I mean, she knew that I was a nice guy, but I was too much of a nice guy. She wanted the bad boy. The one that was more daring. The one that made her feel excited about being with him and stuff like that. And I was too, I was too dull. I was too much of a boring person, even though I was the kindest and sweetest. And that pretty much turned her off. It turned her off that way. And she didn't give me that much respect to begin with, and like a stupid little naive kid that I was, I just couldn't let her go. And she thought I was a little weird, because I was just so into her. I was still hung up on her, and she thought I was she thought I was kind of creepy, because when a person who's a nice guy, but they show that they're very needy, that turns them off. And then when they feel that vibe of that person, that he's a very needy person, that he wants her affection, that he wants her to like him just as much, she thinks that that's creepy. She was nice to me at times when things, pretty much settled down. She would give me hugs and, a kiss on the cheek. But as soon as she finds out that I'm still attracted to her, and I start showing that needy vibe again, she starts backing off and being aloof with me and not wanting anything to do with me. And that happened on and off for a good 4 years. It really sucked. So I pretty much just gave up and accepted the fact that she was a bitch. And the stupid thing was, there was one in particular girl that was incredibly beautiful, face, body. She was half white, half Puerto Rican, and we were both sophomores. And she was actually into me. She actually liked me, and I was just too dumb to realize it at first. But then, at the same time, it wouldn't have worked out, because she was already dating someone that I knew from middle school, and he was a Latin king, and I wasn't gonna go there, because even if I was good friends with him, which I was, and I told him that she likes me and I like her, he's not gonna be too happy about it, and most likely he would have, got confrontational, and I don't know, it just wouldn't work out. And she knew that he would get pissed off if he would have found out. But she gave me subtle little signals here when she would play fight with me and stuff like that. And she kind of, I wouldn't say she didn't come on to me, but she like flirted with me. And as much as I really wanted her, I said, I don't want to get in trouble. So I just pretty much kept it in the friend zone. And to this very day, I actually regretted it. Because we could have, in high school, we could have, like, I don't know. It was just my stupid luck. And during graduation, when she broke up with him, for whatever reason, I forgot, I found out later that she felt that she wasn't being respected, and she in the way she wasn't. But because the only reason why she went out with him to begin with was because he was one of the bad boys. Again, the whole bad boy thing. but I was the nice guy that she liked. That was the other thing, and I lost touch with her, and I tried to find her on Facebook, and I can't find her. I know she has to be on Facebook. I don't know, but I tried looking up her name and I couldn't find anything. Who knows if she's already married or stuff, but I don't know, just I don't know. But the point of the matter is going back to the girl that I liked, but she didn't like me. She was a bitch in a sense that she actually kind of rubbed it in my face with her new boyfriend, her new pretty boy. Fucking, I'm so successful, I'm so this and that, and the more exciting guy. And only to find out many years later that I wasted all my time going through all this emotional and psychological pain. I saw her one time at a gathering, and she in this social gathering, and then I pretended that I didn't recognize her at first, and I saw her with her husband because she married him again after high school, only because she got pregnant. That's the only reason why. And she gave me that look, like, don't you remember me? And I'm like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Berta, right? Yeah, yeah, I remember. And then she gave me that look, like, you should have remembered me or something like that. And then I went to and I turned to her husband and I said, "Hi, how's it going?" And I could just tell that she was not a happy person. I could just tell that she didn't exactly have the life that she wanted, but she knew how to hide it. She knew how to hide her disappointment in life. She went for this one guy who pretty much had, you know, the financial advantage at first. She had like 4 kids with him or something like that. And I heard from her brother, her younger brother, who told me at one time when she was a teenager that she was promiscuous. He was like shaking his head in shame, like, I'm ashamed of my big sister or whatever, that kind of thing. That she would sneak out at night and with this guy when they were in high school, and they were together sometimes, and all this kind of stupid shit. Or she would come home late at night, and her parents never gave her shit. She was only 16, 15, 16 years old, and he was already 19 or at that time 18 or 19. Her parents never got on her case or never disciplined her. And I'm wondering why. I was all these years, and I'm wondering, is there something about this guy? Because he always had money. I don't want to jump to conclusions. I don't want to accuse anybody of anything. I'm not gonna go there. But I went through all this hell as a teenager with her. Over her, I mean. I went through all this hell only to regret it. And I could just tell again when I saw her, she was about 46, about 46 years old, and I was like 48. And when we talked and she gave me that look, like I should have remembered her or whatever, that kind of thing. And she acted like her life was okay, her life was great. You know, she works at a bank and she does this and that and everything's great. She lives in a nice house. Only to find out from her younger brother, which I found out later, that she wasn't really a happy person. She didn't care. She didn't have the life that she thought she wanted to have. And she quit her job for another one. You know, it was either working at a bank that she wasn't really happy with. The only reason why she had a job like that is because of the fact of you know, anything to avoid the loser type jobs. She wanted to pursue a career in singing and this and that when she went to Milwaukee High School of the Arts, West Division, and stuff like that. And of course, she never made it. And I noticed that she was trying very hard to make it seem that she was kind of like better than me or something like that. Or I don't know how to explain it, but her younger brother told me that her life wasn't all that happy, that she wasn't all that happy with the way her life turned out. And when I saw her in the social gathering, she was asking me how's it going, and I told her my life is okay. Um, I'm on disability, and because of this thing that I got mugged. I was telling her my whole life story, and then it was like she was giving out this vibe that I'm glad I didn't go for you kind of vibe or something like that. Or like, I don't know how to explain it, but the point is the vibe that I got from her was she wasn't exactly happy, but she was hiding it. And I'm wondering, does she regret it? Does she regret being with this guy? Because I saw this guy, he pretty much let himself go. He used to be skinny and slender and, you know, all this pretty boy, handsome thing and, you know, that kind of whatever stuff. He had all this charisma and he was financially fit, and her parents, I guess they kind of admired that because he saw maybe they seeked advantage because they always wanted him around, which I found very suspicious. And now after seeing him at you know, being, you know, close to 50, he pretty much looked all, you know, he didn't take care of himself, let's just put it that way. And then she also gained some weight too. And you know, when someone used to be real beautiful as a teenager, and then you see how they turn out, they didn't take care of themselves that well, but they try to make people seem that they're still happy, but they're really not. So I don't know what you guys think of this, what you make of this. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Questions or comments, you know what to do. And this is Dare to Speak. And to all of you, take care.